Time for the third quarter. Okay, haven't done this in about a week or so, so probably a little bit out of practice. Anyway, the third quarter is always about life and death, and basically what to do after you're dead, and what to do when you're alive. I just saw something recently, kind of made a lot of sense. Well, we've always talked about the universe. And the universe is supposed to be everything. You had the Big Bang, it exploded, created all the stars, the galaxies, and everything else. And the universe is composed of galaxies, right? And there's like billions and billions and billions of galaxies. And then each galaxy has billions and billions of planets. So it's just like, the numbers are like, you can't even imagine the numbers. So there's like a tremendous amount of places you can go. That's what you want to do. Everybody always talks about there's life elsewhere. And when you die, I guess you could take off and find out. Well, that's not the subject I was going to talk about. Well, sort of, kind of it is, but what I recently read was that they've kind of rethunk the universe. And this kind of makes sense. And the way they're looking at it now is that you have the universe, right? Then everybody always said, what's past the universe? You can't be like nothing forever and ever and ever. So now the common thought is that there are other universes. In other words, you can look at our universe as maybe like a marble with all the planets, the galaxies inside of it. And then this ungodly amount of distance away is another one. And then even further away is another one, and then another one, and another one, and it just keeps going on now forever. Which, to me, that kind of makes sense. Which is also the same thing if you go the opposite way. The opposite way being, we've always talked about molecules, smallest thing there is, that's a thing. And then molecules are made out of atoms, and we used to think that the atom was the smallest thing, and then we found out no, it wasn't. And we got the neutrons, the protons, electrons, and all these things, right? But then they started thinking that anytime you have anything that's solid, right, if you go down small enough, it itself is made up of different things. So you could also go that way, because that goes on forever. For all we know, there's, like everybody's always said, especially when all these people get stoned, that maybe there's life there too. You never know. But anyway, that's definitely a possibility, something you can do. And the cool thing about that is, after you're dead, you got an eternity. And if you're going to check all the planets and all the universes and all the galaxies and universes, one universe to another, it'd take forever to do that, but you do have forever, so it's no big deal. So that's my thought on that. My other thought is on life, and I like to talk about my family. And what I decided to do, and I said the last episode, I was going to try to get little clips of my family, and I figured I'd get them to tell a little joke, even though a lot of times they don't want to do it, but I kind of coerce them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you two little clips of a couple of my nephews. One of them is, I got a sister named Lori, and they're two of her kids, and both of them like Harleys. Both of them have Harleys. And in another episode, I'll show you a picture of their bikes. They got some really cool bikes too. And one of the clips is Jonathan, right? And he's going to tell a short little joke. And then the other one is Isaac, and he's going to tell a short one too. And both of them did it, even though they didn't want to do it, but they did it for me. And I have to say thank you very much. So I'll stop for a second and show you these little clips. Okay, go ahead.
Alright, I'm telling a joke because Matilda wants me to tell a joke. I don't know any jokes, so I'm going to say one for Pulp Fiction. You got the mama tomato, papa tomato, and baby tomato. And then they're across the street, right? And the papa tomato and the little tomato's falling behind. So the Papa Tomato runs back and he squishes him. And he says, "Hey, catch up."
Go ahead.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
Okay. Not the funniest stuff on the planet, but it'll do. I think it was kind of cute, but that's what you get when you put them on the spot and you gotta think of something real quick. I know I've done that myself. I gotta come up with a joke real quick. Sometimes it's really hard. I should have given it a little more time, but I still think they were pretty funny. Especially the one, actually both of them. You know, like I like the catch-up one from the movie Pulp Fiction. And I also like the other one. The other one was pretty good too. Anyway, this is it for this quarter. Yeah. I'll be talking about in my fourth quarter about a joke again, but this time it's going to be a joke that I tell. Hopefully it'll be better, but I doubt it. They'll be just as awesome. Let's be nice. Be nice to myself too. Catch you in a minute.